Welcome back everybody to the Johnny Guitar channel. Today we are playing Enderal, a Skyrim Special Edition overhaul mod by SureAI. We had a really nice episode we had a really nice one. The last episode was great. It was nice. We defeated Jaspar's sister, we got our first black stone, and we returned here to Ark. And we did a couple little side missions around Ark. It was really peaceful. We went to Riverville. We helped out the mayor and kind of hung around Riverville for a little bit. And yeah, it was a very pleasant episode. But now back to the main quest. You see, we have a way to prevent the world from ending. The gods, or high ones, are going to destroy everything. And we can prevent it with this device we have called the beacon. But we need 3 black stones to power the beacon. So in the last episode we got our hands on the first black stone, which was in the possession of Jaspar's sister, who I had to separate her soul from her mortal coil, as it were. Jaspar died, but he came back to life, so cool. I wonder, but he's kind of burying his sister, so there is a lot going on. What a peaceful and beautiful game this is.
100 times. The sky can rain fire. Just does never change.
This is quite nice, isn't it? You guys check out the Johnny Guitar channel. I also play Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4. I play Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. I've even been playing Elder Scrolls Adventures, Redguard. About Cyrus the Redguard. Pretty awesome. Pretty good, actually. You know, I'm thinking of doing a Cyrus-based Skyrim playthrough as well. Anyways, we'll come to all of that later. I've really been enjoying Enderal by SureAI. Now, I think before we hunt down our next black stone, we need to figure out who the traitor is. I think someone was murdered here in the Sun Temple, and we've got to, relive the memories of the person who was murdered in order to find out who the traitor is. Yeah, so we got a bit of a mystery to solve. First part of this episode, but then we'll get started on the stones, finding them, figuring them out. Here's my character. In the last episode, I was able to raise quite a few skills. We're becoming tougher. We need to really keep it going with one-handed, marksman, and block. Because I've been blocking a lot. Those seem to be the 3 skills I find most useful. Sneak, obviously, is a nice one to have. Okay. Alright. Thank you guys for watching the Johnny Guitar channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. Get started with Skyrim Enderal.
The fabled prodigy.
Well, blessed.
I hope you can live up to what they say about you.
How are
I
things?
really do.
You look a little, well, tense.
Oh, I did?
Yes? Have you found any of the stones yet? Hello? Well, finding out about the black stones was definitely a great step forwards. But still, we're left with a myriad of questions. Sometimes I feel pathetic, to be honest. Like a child, asked to understand the functioning of a Starling airship.
Very good. Then let us get right to it. I will call Skyrim. Well then, we are set.
I still don't understand why we aren't doing this in the Chronicum. A storage room? This is a bloody disgrace.
All the rooms in the Chronicum are occupied. Also, we don't know how the magic in the temple would react to the activation of the casket. So, if something goes wrong...
Then the explosion only tears the 3 of us apart. How reassuring. But I get your point. Let's get started. Prophet, open the casket. What do you think? Anything that helps us find her killer. Prophet, did it work?
He isn't reacting. We should...
Well then, let's find the mole. All trails lead here. Still fresh. So our mole was here not too long ago. Vermin. Too close. Prophet's ass. What is this, a horror chamber? Well, well, this looks much more like a hideout, doesn't it? Traps, traps, traps. Don't want anybody to find your lair, do you? Well, too late. Now would you look at that? The hideout. Let's find out who you are, shall we? What the? Narumi's brandy. Didn't know you could even get that over here. These are the robes the mercenaries in Old Rashengrad wore. That doesn't really help me. Huh. An Entropist staff. So our mole is a Sinistro. Well, well. How careless of you. Leaving a letter down here for everyone to read? Let's see. You? No, that isn't possible. All right, upper floor, first room on the left.
Madame, how can I help?
Where's the innkeep?
Running an errand. How can I help? A pint of mead or a bed?
A bed. 5 pennies, right? Here you go.
And here's the key. First room on the left. Have a great stay.
I will.
Lishari!
Not one step further.
Wait, please, I can explain everything.
Fuck your explanation. You betrayed us.
A chance, Lishari. That's all I'm asking for.
Come. Explain. You have 10 minutes.
What is it?
Huh?
You've been staring into that mug for over a minute now. What is it?
Well, let me think. I just learned that my former companion betrayed me and followed us to Enderal without my knowledge. There, he hired a mercenary army, wreaked havoc on our excavation site, destroyed my research, and massacred our allies.
I just hired them to destroy the research, damn it. Is it my fault they snapped? Also, it's god lambs they killed. The enemies we spent decades fighting, in case you forgot.
I can't stand those stuck-up idiots either, but the Lightborn are dead, and we need the Order's resources to stop the cycle. But let's skip this part, shall we? We've had that discussion before. Question is, where do we go from here?
I told you, let me go. You have my word that I won't mess with your plans any longer. If Juslan, Constantine, and you want to betray everything we stood for, it's your call. No more mercenaries, no more sabotage. There's a ship leaving for Narum in 2 weeks. Probably the last one for a long, long time. I'll be on board.
How do I know you're telling the truth? You lied for a job, Kaleem. I'm not just there.
Well, this time I'm not. Damn it, Leisha. Can't you just trust me? Just this once?
Like I trusted you with Alana.
All right. Have it your way. Arrest me. Throw me into a cell. And watch while the Order has me hanged. I've said everything I had to say.
Get out. Get out and never come back. And if I ever see your fucking face again, it won't be the Order who knocks your lights out.
Thanks, Leisha. I promise I...
Get out!
Farewell.
Trust me, Leisha. Thanks, Khalid. Thanks for nothing. What the? The mead. No. You.
Took effect. You do it. I don't want to watch this.
Claim.
Wake him.
Wait, Prophet. Can you hear me? By the name of the sun. So it worked. You were inside Lashari's memory. Kaleem. I should have known.
Who is this man?
A former member of our order. A master spy. He was the one who fought the hardest against Constantine's decision to join forces with Aranthiel. I always thought he stayed behind in Narum, but it seems I was wrong. He and someone else, at least according to your report. Bloody scum. Poisoned mead? How low can you get? Forgive me, all this... It's a lot to take in. They were a couple, yes. Even though I always told her to stay away from him. He was the biggest liar to ever walk the face of Vin. An excellent trait for a spy, but for a lover, it was a disaster. Thing is, she wouldn't listen. She always believed she could bring out the good in him. It was only when she found out that he had cheated on her with a Cabetian noblewoman that she had finally left him for good. Ilana Kabrak, a young, powerful countess who supported our order. I'm guessing Kaleem hoped he'd become Count Kabrak if he slept with her long enough. She wasn't as gullible as Lashari, though, and dumped him when another, more influential Northern Lord asked for her hand. A smart woman, I have to hand it to her. She knew what she was in for, right from the start. I can think of a couple people, yes. Kalim wasn't the only one from our order who saw our cooperation with Aranthiel as a treason to our cause. On the other hand, it might still be someone from within the ranks of the Holy Order. No offense, Marail, but it's no secret that both we and Aranthiel still have plenty of enemies within the temple. Let's just hope that this glimmer-cap dust bottle you found on the attack site can help us. It seems like our only chance. As I said, he denounced our cooperation with the Holy Order, and even proceeded to threaten us if we went through with our alliance. We dismissed it as just so much hot air, which, as it turned out, cost us dearly. Who knows? Had we been more cautious, Lashari might still be alive. Or maybe he's already on that ship back to Nerim, we don't know.
In other words, we're as smart as we were before.
Not entirely. I will tell Commander Aaron about all this. Maybe she'll find more clues in that theater in the Undercity. We'll see. Now, please, excuse me. I need some space. Thank you for your help, Prophet. I only wish we had learned more.
Tragic. Truly tragic. I will see to her body and ensure that she gets a proper burial. Thanks again, Prophet. You did all you could.
Now look at that. You are the Prophet, aren't you? The Prodigy. Delighted to make your acquaintance. Finn and Carbos, of course. Who doesn't know them? An odd duo and completely inseparable. Why do you ask? What? How? How do you know that? I'm Malphus, that's... One tragic event after another. Now listen. This question might seem peculiar, but is there any chance you found amulets on them? The emblems of the Apothecari. It's a ritual. Whenever one of our members passes away, their amulet will be put in Soldran's halls, as a remembrance, so to speak. They are silver with a violet jewel. Have you found them? Damn it. We can't even pay them their last respects. Well, thank you for the message anyway, even if it's a grim one. I'll send a pigeon with the news to the League as soon as possible. With all due respect to your thirst for knowledge, I am not a magister, and I've got my hands full. In a nutshell, we are healers, and our path is to cure ailments with magic and alchemy. Our monastery is far to the north, in the Frostcliff Mountains. However, you won't be able to reach it at the moment due to the heavy snowfall. And in case that doesn't sate your appetite, there are a couple of books about us in the library, or maybe even the Chronicum. My Malthus, that's... Now listen. This question... Damn it. I'll send a pigeon with the news to the League as soon as possible. Aside from the obvious, not much unfortunately. The most important thing to know is that it's extremely hard to determine if someone is infected with it. Afflicted people show their open madness quite late, and at that point, it's usually too late already. If we only knew how this Pyrean sigil stone works. Anyway, let's not talk about it. It's disheartening, really. Well, then you've come to the right place. Walk blade. That's what I'm here for. Take a look. Walk blessed.
Malphas's blessings.
Yes.
And keep walking.
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Work, work, work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as if.
Walk blessed.
Okay. Okay, that was kind of cool, right? Everybody, we didn't mind that. Lashara was, I now remember who Lashara was. She was one of the first characters we met when we first joined the Sun Temple. And she's always had a lot of personality. In fact, this makes me want to go back and watch some of the earlier episodes of my Enderal playthrough where we actually went on a little adventure with Lashara. And I remember the whole time thinking, like, why isn't she a companion? People settled for just far. So, let's just go and start searching. There we go. Enter the King of Gaius's estate. It's like the next Blackstone is facing a trail to its stark fairy city. No doubt people had to take place elsewhere. Let's start searching for that first stone. And, you know, get on with it. I think I'm ready for an adventure. We have so many health potions, these awesome swords. I mean, this sword is better, but for some reason I like the sword. Maybe just because it's called the Red Sun. Just awesome. Then let's go ahead and favorite that guy. Looks okay. Okay. Now I imagine we're going to need to use my rhetoric skill. Or something.
Yes?
Let's quickly. We don't have a lot of choice. I've been selling everything I have just to make money because remember, leveling up is gonna cost you in this game. So you gotta make as much money as possible. So I've been selling most of my stuff. But we got magic resist. Or I could do one-handed. I've got a ring of sleight of hand. Okay, well, I guess we might need sleight of hand at some point, I guess. Alright. Going up for that first stone was kind of epic in a lot of ways. So I'm excited to see what these next two black stones will be, like what kind of story there'll be. In the first one we had to hunt down just far, and then we had to hunt down his sister, and then he died, but spoiler alert, he came back alive. So yeah, there's a lot going on with that first black stone. I'm sure this one will have an equally interesting story. Let's do it, everybody. Thanks again for watching Johnny Guitar. Like the video, please subscribe, please. We need it. I want to grow the channel. I want to become bigger, better, and even more Johnny Guitar. Anyways, thank you guys. I think I'm gonna run up the street just for a second because wasn't there also a mage? For hearing that there was a mage in the foreign quarter. Find the missing novice, Elia in Ark. Okay, so keep an eye out for anyone named Elia or Elia the novelist. Says that she likes to walk around the nobles or the pirate quarters. Let's do a quick loop around the noble quarter for Elia before we enter into the building here. Thank you for watching Johnny Guitar.
I thought you were still in June, though.
Ah, hello.
Malthus blessings.
Well, I was, until recently. But seriously, things are starting to get quite dicey down
Always
there.
complaining.
Lost one.
If this is really such a bad
Bone
place, why
rippers.
don't they just take a
Truth be
trip
told,
all
I'm actually glad my caravan made it back without any casualties.
Huh. That must be the red madness everyone is talking about.
Who are you?
Now look at that. A new face. How can Gabor Gabov serve you today? A Pyrean dagger, mayhaps? No? How about an ancient claymore for the steps of Eraziel? Wait. Say that again. Oh, by the name of the sun! You're Neremaze, aren't you? And even better, you're from Ostian. Oh, by the now deceased seven gods, what brings you here? To Enderal, I mean. Indeed, I am. And before you ask, I fled, just as you probably did, even though the artist inside of me loves the chaos. The family man doesn't. At least not enough that he would risk the life of his family. And well, now here I am. By the face of time, what a dull place this is. The people here, this endless rambling about the path and Malthus. I would have never thought the Order could actually succeed in keeping the truth about the Lightborn's death from the people so long. But in a place like this, that problem pretty much solves itself, it seems. The people here are so obstinate. I was surprised to find out they do not still pray to a Satyron. The forbidden book? Don't hold it against me, but I'd rather keep quiet about that. Maybe ask that librarian, Marius. He always struck me as the free-spoken type. Oh, my friend, if I were to tell you this, what reason would you have for my services? Secret of the trade. Oh yes, that I am. Paint off the black powder, the fiery moments, one could say. In Nerem I could make a living from that. But in this country, my art is not exactly acknowledged. Of course. Care. My friend. Of course. Take care.
Yes? What are you doing here?
Outlander, what are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be, I don't know, somewhere else?
Why, the king of the fabled empire of old Aranath, and his 101 catamites, of course. Why the stupid question? If you don't know whose house this is, then you sure as fuck don't belong here. Oh, oh, do you now? Well, at the risk of blowing your mind, my job is to keep folk like you out. Now, what makes you think that you're any different? Well, aren't you a cheeky one? You must really think I'm stupid if you expect me to fall for that. This place is swarming with guards, and I sure won't be the one who starts a fight. Oh, now that sounds promising. Exactly how much do you reckon my while is worth? That's what I make in an hour. Sod off.
Of course. Safe travels.
You're a foreigner, aren't you? You couldn't have picked a better time to come to Enderal. Recently, the Order has started to let pathless ones and people from the undercity.
Oh, well, at the risk. Now, what makes you think that you're any different? Oh, now that sounds promising. Exactly how much do you reckon my while is worth? Alright then. Deal. I think I'm in the mood for a stroll. Just act normal, and the guards inside will think you're expected. And hey, don't get any stupid ideas about swiping anything. Alright?
Oh, thank you. You truly are a good person.
Walk blessed.
Is my master expecting you? Just go upstairs. He is in his scribbery.
Huh?
Oh, grand. Yet another proof of the notorious reliability of sellswords. I should have known that simpleton was only good for peeling potatoes at best. So, what is it that you want? To mug me? I would seriously think that over, considering my esteemed bodyguard over there. He belongs to the petrified, and I'm sure he would love to demonstrate just what that means. Oh, do you now? You really are a bold one, aren't you? But good, go ahead. Tell me what you consider to be so important that you just had to sneak into my house without my invitation. What? No, you're mistaken. I have no idea what you're talking about. Now get out of here. I don't give a shit about your sources. Now get lost, preferably to the land you came from. Kashan, show my guest the way out.
The Shackles of Lust, presented by the poets. stood amidst the sea, before me nymphs of ancient times. Oh yes! Sensual and sweet as silk, her bodies touch my tender skin. Oh, yummy! Tastes like cherries. How their bosoms make me languish, and leave my poet's heart in anguish. Whoa! Whoa! Away! Away! Away you go! They purse their lips, so dark and red, such scathing
What the hell? I've no idea how you got in here, but I swear that you're about to see me get real angry. What? All right, then. Here's what's going to happen next. You either give me that piece of paper right now, or I will order Kashan to do it for you. And I promise you, that will be a painful process. Your employer? Pah! You're bluffing. I could kill you right here and no one would ever notice that you've gone missing. You. All right then. If your life depends on it. So, what do you want? If this was about doing damage to me, you wouldn't have come back with a certificate. So here's the deal. I'll tell you what you want to know, and you'll give me back the paper and keep this matter about the child to yourself. And one thing in advance. Try to double-cross me, and you will regret it. I promise. As I expected. All right, then. So, yes, it is true that I once owned the stone, but it is also true that I no longer do. That thing whose birth that piece of paper in your hand proves owns it now, if it is still alive, that is. Don't call it that. That creature doesn't deserve to bear the family name. But yes, he has it, if anyone does. I fear I have to go back in time a little. 7 years ago, with my old wench, she got pregnant. At first I thought it was a gift of fate, but when the child came, It was an atrocity, a joke of nature. Everything but a worthy successor for our house. Malformed? Oh, that would be the understatement of the century. It had these tumors all over its face, and its left leg was a clump. The apothecarius said it was a wonder that it even survived the birth. I gave him away. And please, save yourself the indignation. You wouldn't understand my decision if I tried to explain it to you. Well, what do you think? She sure wasn't happy about it. But it was the right thing to do, and if a man makes a choice, the wench has to accept it. She's gone, anyway. Syphilis took her. To a small village where no one from Ark would ever see him, or at least where no one could trace him back to me. Oh, please, spare me that speech. Do you think that creature would have had a good life here? Just go take a look at all those cripples and sick in the Undercity. What future is there for them? They are the refuse of nature, and that is how they are treated. No, the only future that thing would have been as an attraction in a traveling circus. I probably should have just put it out of its misery right away. Shame that I let my wife sweet-talk me into doing otherwise. My wench. She stole it from the treasury and put it into one of his pockets. She probably thought it was a common jewel of some sort, and that it would help whomever he ended up with to take pity on him. But truth be told, I didn't mind too much when I found out. Buying the black stone in the first place was one of the biggest follies my father ever committed. I don't put much stock in superstition and folk tales, but everyone knows something is wrong with those things. Anyway, since you will probably ask, as far as I know, the village where they took it is called Silver Grove. If the stone still exists, you should find it there. Now, give me the parchment and get lost. I kept my end of the bargain. Thanks. Now get out.
Walk blessed.
Okay. Okay.
Monsieur?
Oh, this is sad. I hope that the little kid who was the little crippled boy is, happy.
The spears at the ready, driving the swords into the
That he has a good life in Silver Grove.
that stuff
I
so
hope the Black
expensive?
Stone hasn't driven him mad
penny,
like it seems
monsieur.
to have done
Please,
to
just
everybody.
1 penny.
Okay, we are gonna swing by the Foreigner Quarter and just see if Jaspar has returned to the Dancing Crane Bar. Otherwise, where is Silver Grove? So could travel to Duneville, and I bet there's a myriad in Silver Grove. Otherwise, we would have to run from Duneville to Silver Grove, which isn't the worst. That's quite the distance, though, huh? And I don't know if you've noticed in this game, but
Just sit
distance.
on their asses and hope things settle themselves. It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Distance is just enemies, just endless enemies coming at you. It's quite difficult to travel far distances in this game. I have found, but you know what? I am tougher than I once was. So let's go ahead and spend the night here in the tavern, and then we'll go run out to the Myriad and see if we can't take a Myriad out to Duneville or even Silver Grove, if possible. We'll see.
Huh?
Move
What do you
along.
want? Yes, you should go into the Whisperwood and see what you can find in the
No,
old
just
portal.
bars and back.
I'll wait
Oh,
for you
just
in the
bar.
Undercity, in my
Malphas's blessings. A little bit of this and that. Why not take a look?
Alright, well, we're having an adventure. Let's pick up a little bit of cheese for our adventure. As well as some potato cabbage soup. We just need like 3. Okay. That should be enough. Let's go ahead and just buy 2 salts. I don't know, just in case we end up doing a little bit of cooking along the way. Whoa, 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 whoa.
A little bit of this and that.
What did I
Why
just
not take
see?
a look?
There we go. Peace weed. Nice. Okay. And peace weed makes ambrosia, huh? That's interesting. So peace weed is, I think, what we can smoke with our pipe. Which...
And our room's looking for you. It's smelled good. We'll open up the room for you. And please, no shady business.
sir.
We walk the
My sir?
righteous path in here and don't want any
Malphas's
trouble.
blessings.
Come back anytime.
Which bed is mine?
Mm-hmm.
Is that first
She-Ra.
one? Alcohol.
Well.
Wasn't that one? This one? No. Okay, let's go ahead and take ourselves a little nap. Sounds like we've got a fun adventure to go on. I'm excited. There's also still the question of Larisha's death and who the second traitor was, but I'm sure at some point they will inform me to return to Ark, and we will figure out more
Move
about that.
along.
So I'm not too worried about that whole plot line. We'll get back to it. So somewhere
Miss,
around
Huh?
here.
Can I help you?
Is there a way? Is it this way?
Yeah. That's just how it is. Morala's blessings, my friend.
Oh, this guy looks interesting. All right. We'll talk to this guy, then go to the Mirrid, then fly as close to Silver Grove as we can. Thank you guys for watching Johnny Guitar.
What one wears tells more than 1,000 words, as we Chileans like to say. You are surrounded by a feeling of an adventurer as much as a keeper is surrounded by a feeling of honor. And I think I might just have something in stock, which could be to your liking. A potion. One of my friends in the Blue Islands Coalition gave it to me with the last delivery, and he said they took it from pirates. Of course, that sparked my interest, and so I asked an apothecary to examine it. And now brace yourself. He said this potion grants its user extraordinary powers. Here, take a look. Beautiful, isn't it? It can be yours for only 200 pennies. Well, okay. I guess you got me. Here is your game, Penny.
Just don't respect the elders anymore. Not at all.
Oh my. You haven't seen much of this world, have you? The game, Penny. It is a symbolical guerdon. A Chilean merchant pays to his customer if he or she... Well, you know. Fraud. Ugh, such an ugly word. We Chileans consider every human being to be able to decide for themselves what they believe. But forgive my demeanor. I sometimes forget which country this is. We Chileans always like to say, A good haggling is like making love. No matter how it ends, having had it is better than not having had it at all. But since this is not Kile, I'll give you a discount on my wares. That should be enough of a compensation. Don't you agree? Farewell. Morala's blessings, my friend.
Monsieur?
Great.
Yes? Yes?
Good morning. Hello. Good to hear. Where to?
God. Picked the wrong enemy, my friend. Burn for this, I swear.
What? That's all you got?
Ho there, friend. What are you doing out here at this time of day? In a few hours, the Bone Rippers will come out of their caves, and unless you're eager to meet one in person, you should see to it that you're far from here when that happens. What? You made it all the way here without ever seeing one of them? Lucky you. They are beasts, as big as trolls and as swift as tigers. They sleep through most of the day, but at dusk they usually come out to look for prey. And, unfortunately, they have gotten a taste for human flesh. Heard of it? I guess you could say that. Behind these gates is the Valley of Silvergrove, and... you know what? Actually, I was just about to close the gate for the night. But if you're looking for our village anyway, why don't you just come in? I won't open them again until tomorrow noon, but that should be enough time for you to finish whatever business you have here. My Dame Thalar's banana grog is a blast, if that helps you decide. Glad to hear it. Follow me. Alright then, here we are. You'll find our village if you just follow that road down there. At least to the grove, you can hardly miss it. It's a really nice place. I bet you'll like it there. Since that boy found the silver vein in the grove, we live like the Lightborn do in Inadan, really. So I guess this is farewell, isn't it? Unless you have questions. Well, you know, Silvergrove wasn't always as nice a place as it is now. Back in the old days, it was quite harsh, actually. But then, some traveler came by and left us with a small boy. He had a terrible disease, and I suppose that's why the guy just abandoned him. I don't know how someone can be that heartless, but it was probably for the best. Ulbar adopted him, and... when exactly was that? 4 years ago, the boy found a silver vein while he was playing in a small cave near the grove. And, well, from then on the wealth just flowed in pretty much by itself. Come to think of it, I don't want to imagine what this place would be like without the little fella. His name is Rhineas, or at least that was the name stitched on the blanket that stranger left him with. Who knows? Maybe you'll see him for yourself. He's quite popular. I'm no apothecarius, but he had these tumors all over his face, and his left leg was entirely crippled. but just a few moons after Ulbar took him in, he started getting better. The weather, maybe? I don't know. But I'm glad it happened. That boy is a treasure. Anything else? Otherwise, I'm damn ready for a nap. A headache? Nah, sorry. Could be the heat. Or maybe you were just thirsty. I wouldn't worry too much about it if I were you. Any more questions? Ah, don't mention it. Walk blessed.
Okay, awesome. So we've finally made it here to Silver Grove. It seems like it's going to be very easy to find the little boy that was abandoned by the nobleman. So that'll be fun. Um, we do know that that little boy is in possession of one of the black stones that we need to power up the beacon, which will stop the end of the world. The problem is that the last person who had a black stone, Jaspar's sister, it turned her evil. These stones are known to turn people evil. So now we got a little boy with a disease who has an evil stone, and all of a sudden he's found silver for his town. He's quite popular, as the guard says. I feel like we're walking into one of those situations where it's going to be an evil little boy who's like creating an illusion or magic. Little boy with little evil magic. Little evil magic boy. That's what I think we're walking into. And not that I blame the kid. I mean, his dad abandoned him. So you don't blame the kid, but yeah, there's definitely going to be evilness. It's going to be evilness that we need to... Can I? Does anyone mind if I take these? Say like the god token, whatever god or saint that is. This looks like a really nice valley though. What's that over there? Is that something I need to fight? No, that's one of their like deer type things. Yeah, I gotta admit it looks good. It doesn't look too scary. How far are we? This beautiful little valley. Yeah. I'm just trying to get a couple more of these discoveries. You know, so the first stone was taken by Jaspar's sister, and we learned more of Jaspar's background. And now this stone has been given to the bastard child of a nobleman. What I'm saying, everybody, is Enderal does not pull any punches. You know what I mean? Like they get you right where it hurts. They get you. This is probably one of the most interesting games I've ever played. Certainly, it is the most interesting mod I've ever played. You know what I mean, guys? Like, remember, this is all just modded off of Skyrim Special Edition. Meaning a team of modders.
Yes?
Oh, sweet. Oh my god. Okay, sweet. We have amenities. Looks like we've got all sorts of shops. We've got a little tavern. Okay, so I think we're going to be spending a good amount of time here in Silver Grove. That's what I'm getting the feeling. Looks like we've got a couple shops. We've got a inn, so we can spend the night. Got a lovely beach area. Oh, that's not quite the way to the beach. How do we get to the beach? I'm just going for it. Yeah, it looks like it's a nice fishing village. This is beautiful indeed. What is this over here? Some ruins? Listen to the music, though. The music is quite ominous, right? This is not the story of a little boy who Found happiness. No, this is going to be a revenge story. This is going to be the story of a little boy who went bad. Let's get away from old Dark Hawk. I saw an enemy there. Quite striking, though, I would say. Okay, well, thank God our rhetoric skill is so high. And rhetoric, of course, is the speechcraft of Enderal. So we've got pretty high rhetoric skill. Because we're probably going to have to be talking people out of things. But I think we're going to do that in the next episode. I think we've had enough adventure for today, enough conversations, enough adventure. Pretty satisfied. We'll come back to this. We will meet this cursed, crippled little boy who has a black stone, and we will wrest that black stone from his chubby, crippled little fingers in a nice way. Until then, everybody, like the video, subscribe to the channel, give a shout out to SureAI for Enderal and how awesome of a game it is. I'm having quite the experience here. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Stay tuned to the Johnny Guitar channel, and we will see you next time we play Enderal by Skyrim over... Wait, let me try that again. Everybody. Okay. Clear that last one from your head. Stay tuned to the Johnny Guitar channel, and we will see you next time we play Skyrim Enderal with Johnny Forgotten.